Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we're diving into some compelling stories that have caught our eye. First up, we're looking at how the arrest of Vietnamese tycoon Truong My Lan is causing ripples across Vietnam's economy and shaking up its investment reputation in Asia. It's a saga of alleged fraud, massive losses, and a banking system under threat. Then, we're celebrating a significant milestone in the fight for transgender rights in Hong Kong, as Henry Edward Tsai finally collects his new ID card after a lengthy legal struggle. It's a step forward, but Tsai reminds us there's still a long road to full inclusivity. Lastly, we're addressing the troubling issue of vandalism targeting ethnic minority families in Hong Kong. With an arrest made, community leaders are calling for a stronger emphasis on education and inclusiveness. It's a mixed bag of news today, but each story offers a unique insight into the challenges and progress happening in and around Hong Kong. Stay tuned for more detailed coverage. In a turn of events that has sent shockwaves through Vietnam's financial landscape, the arrest of Vietnamese tycoon Truong My Lan, alongside several senior officers at her property development company, Van Thin Phat, has unveiled a staggering case of fraud that threatens to tarnish the nation's economy and its reputation as a secure investment destination in Asia. According to the South China Morning Post, Lan's covert acquisition of a 91.5% stake in Saigon Commercial Bank, SCB, through 27 nominees and the subsequent funneling of approximately $44 billion to shell companies under her control has resulted in a colossal loss of $27 billion. The fallout from this scandal has been profound, with the court mandating Lan and her family to cough up $27 billion in restitution, while assets are being liquidated in a frantic bid to recoup the funds. The repercussions for SCB have been dire. Public confidence has plummeted, with deposits dwindling by a staggering 80% since October 2022, pushing the bank into de facto receivership. The Vietnamese government's intervention, injecting an unprecedented $24 billion in special loans to keep SCB afloat, underscores the gravity of the situation but also highlights the unsustainable strain on the national treasury. The broader implications for Vietnam's banking system cannot be overstated, as the ripple effects of this fraud have led to a tightening of lending practices and a palpable sense of caution among other banks. This crisis not only jeopardizes the stability of Vietnam's financial sector but also casts a long shadow over its investment climate, potentially deterring future foreign investment. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, the narrative shifts from financial scandal to a landmark victory for transgender rights. After a grueling 7-year legal battle, transgender activist Henry Edward Tsai has finally received his Hong Kong identity card, marking his gender as male. The South China Morning Post reports that Tsai's relentless fight for recognition culminated in a legal victory last year, though the government's delay in updating its policy until this month has left Tsai calling for compensation and criticizing the policy for not being fully trans-inclusive. Despite this triumph, Tsai points out that hurdles remain for transgender individuals in Hong Kong, particularly concerning marriage and other societal issues. Tsai's journey is a testament to the resilience and determination of the transgender community in their quest for equality and acceptance. In a different vein, Hong Kong's ethnic minority communities have found themselves at the center of a distressing episode of vandalism and discrimination. The arrest of a suspect for targeting non-Chinese residents with vandalism and nuisance-related activities on a housing estate has sparked outrage and calls for better education on inclusiveness. As reported by the South China Morning Post, community leaders have condemned these acts, emphasizing that they do not reflect a growing trend but acknowledge the persistent challenge of discrimination faced by ethnic minorities. The city's chief imam has echoed these sentiments, denouncing the incidents and underscoring the lack of public acceptance for such behavior. The call for increased public education and support for residents seeking help is a clear indication of the community's determination to foster a more inclusive and understanding society. These stories, spanning from Vietnam's financial scandal to Hong Kong's social justice issues, illustrate the complex tapestry of challenges and triumphs in Asia. Each narrative, whether it concerns the economic implications of a massive fraud, the long-awaited recognition of transgender rights, or the ongoing struggle against discrimination, underscores the importance of integrity, inclusivity, and resilience in the face of adversity. In the vibrant and ever-evolving landscape of Hong Kong, the city's pulse beats with a rhythm of resilience and innovation, as evidenced by the recent developments reported by the South China Morning Post. Despite the whispers and worries of a dwindling appeal, Hong Kong has proven itself to be a magnet for those seeking a dynamic blend of freedom, safety, and opportunity. With the number of Americans residing in Hong Kong soaring to an impressive 84,000, marking the highest count since the pandemic and a significant 30% increase from 2014, the city's allure seems to be stronger than ever. This surge, as highlighted in the U.S. State Department's 2024 Hong Kong Policy Act report, stands in stark contrast to the gloomy predictions of a major exodus of talent. Instead, immigration statistics paint a picture of a net inflow in 2022 and 2023, underscoring Hong Kong's status as a bastion of a free and open society, renowned for its freest capitalist system, low tax rates, safe streets, and the unimpeded flow of information and capital. However, the city's commitment to progress is not confined to its economic or demographic metrics. A bold step towards environmental stewardship has been taken with the implementation of a ban on single-use plastics, a move that has ignited a flurry of experimentation among Hong Kongers with eco-friendly alternatives. The ban, which targets the sale and distribution of styrofoam food containers, as well as single-use plastics like straws and cutlery, has been met with a mix of enthusiasm and frustration. Residents have taken to social media to share their experiences with alternatives that, while environmentally conscious, have sometimes fallen short in practicality, illustrated by tales of broken knives, soggy paper straws, and ineffective wooden spoons. Despite these teething problems, the government has offered a 6-month grace period for adaptation, signaling a commitment to a greener future while acknowledging the challenges of such a transition. Yet, the journey towards redefining Hong Kong's identity and appeal extends beyond the realms of demographic shifts and environmental policies. The tourism industry, a vital artery of the city's vibrant heart, faces its own set of challenges and opportunities for reinvention. Nuri Vitachi's commentary sheds light on the pressing need for a more authentic and nuanced presentation of Hong Kong's attractions. The traditional tour bus-style approach, rooted in the 1970s, has been criticized for its lack of depth and authenticity, suggesting a hunger for experiences that offer more than just surface-level information. Vitachi advocates for a transformation towards employing expert guest lecturers who can provide in-depth knowledge and insights, thereby enriching the tourist experience. However, he acknowledges the elephant in the room, the current political climate, which poses significant challenges to offering nuanced explanations of Hong Kong's historical and contemporary narratives to visitors. In weaving together these narratives from the South China Morning Post, a complex portrait of Hong Kong emerges, one that is at once grappling with the challenges of change and environmental responsibility, while also striving to redefine its appeal and identity in a rapidly changing world. The influx of new residents, the ambitious environmental initiatives, and the call for a more enriched tourist experience all serve as testaments to Hong Kong's unwavering spirit of resilience and innovation. As the city navigates these waters, it stands as a beacon of what is possible when tradition and progress walk hand in hand towards a future that honors both its past and its potential. In a compelling letter to the Telegraph, Air Commodore Michael Allistone ignites a crucial conversation regarding Britain's defense strategy, especially in light of the government's announcement to inject an impressive £75 billion into new defense funding. Allistone's plea for a comprehensive defense review underscores the delicate balance between machinery and manpower that must be achieved to ensure this substantial investment is not just a financial commitment but a strategic enhancement of the UK's defense capabilities. He intriguingly proposes the consideration of an Iron Dome air defense system, akin to Israel's renowned protective shield, pondering its applicability and affordability for Britain. This suggestion not only highlights the evolving nature of warfare but also the need for innovative solutions in national defense strategies. However, another perspective offered in the correspondence challenges the necessity of an Iron Dome for Britain, arguing that the nation already possesses a formidable deterrent in its ability to trigger a counterattack from the US in the event of a missile launch on British soil. This counterargument sheds light on the complexities of international alliances and the nuanced understanding required to navigate them, suggesting that some UK politicians may not fully grasp the intricacies of the special relationship with the US. Across the globe in Hong Kong, the South China Morning Post brings to light a story of dedication and triumph in the realm of sports. Hong Kong's sailing duo Akira Sakai and Russell Aylesworth have sailed their way to the Paris Olympics, securing their spots by finishing 7th at the 55th French Olympic Week Last Chance Regatta. Their qualification not only marks a significant achievement in their sporting careers but also underscores the relentless pursuit of excellence by athletes on the global stage. They will be joining fellow sailor Nicholas Halliday, who had already qualified for the ILCA 7 single-handed dinghy event, showcasing Hong Kong's burgeoning talent in sailing. The Sailing Federation of Hong Kong, China, expressed immense pride in their sailors, highlighting the rigorous effort and determination that went into qualifying for the Olympics. This achievement serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for other athletes in Hong Kong vying for a spot in the Paris Olympics across various sports, from triathlon to gymnastics and badminton. However, it also casts a shadow on the men's teams in fencing and table tennis, which will not see representation in the upcoming Games, reflecting the competitive and unpredictable nature of Olympic qualification. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post also sheds light on a pressing issue affecting the youth in China: the alarming rise in campus bullying, juvenile delinquency, and suicide rates among primary and secondary school students. In response, China's Ministry of Education has vowed to launch a nationwide crackdown on school bullies, signaling a significant shift towards addressing mental health and safety in educational institutions. The comprehensive plan includes training for students, teachers, and parents on laws related to campus violence, enhancing disciplinary measures, and establishing robust accountability mechanisms. An investigation into all primary and secondary schools is also on the cards to identify and mitigate the risks associated with student bullying. This initiative is not just about curbing violence, but also about strengthening the mental health support system for students, fostering a safer and more nurturing educational environment. The collaboration between schools and hospitals is poised to play a pivotal role in this endeavor, highlighting the importance of a holistic approach to tackling the complex issues of bullying, juvenile crime, and suicide. As China grapples with these challenges, the move by the Ministry of Education is a critical step towards safeguarding the well-being and future of its younger generations. These stories, from the strategic considerations of Britain's defense spending to the athletic achievements of Hong Kong's sailors and China's commitment to combating school bullying, reflect the diverse challenges and triumphs faced by societies around the globe. Each narrative, whether it concerns national security, sports excellence, or youth welfare, underscores the importance of strategic planning, hard work, and societal responsibility in navigating the complexities of the modern world. In the vibrant city of Bangkok, the first Money 2020 Asia Conference buzzed with excitement, drawing attention to the ever-evolving landscape of blockchain and artificial intelligence, AI. According to the South China Morning Post, an impressive 22 out of 139 talks and panels were dedicated to blockchain technology, underscoring its significance in the financial sector. This focus starkly contrasted with the flagship Money 2020 event in Las Vegas, where AI seemed to overshadow blockchain discussions. Participants at the Bangkok event delved into a myriad of topics, including digital assets and the potential of central bank digital currencies, highlighting the region's keen interest in the future of finance and technology. Amidst these discussions on finance and technology, a deeply personal story emerged, capturing the hearts of many. The South China Morning Post featured Tessa Hulse, an artist and writer who published her first graphic memoir, Feeding Ghosts. This poignant work explores the emotional journey of three generations of Chinese women, from Hull's grandmother Sun Yi, who lived in 1920s China, to her mother Rose's upbringing in 1950s Hong Kong, and finally to Hull's own experiences growing up in the United States. Hulse embarked on a 7-year quest to uncover her family's history, a journey that involved interviewing relatives, learning Mandarin, and traveling to China. By choosing the graphic novel format, Hulse was able to weave together drawings and text, creating a compelling narrative that made a complex history accessible and engaging. Feeding Ghosts stands as a testament to the power of storytelling, illuminating the intergenerational trauma and resilience of these remarkable women. These diverse narratives, from the bustling conference halls of Money 2020 Asia to the intimate pages of Feeding Ghosts, reflect the dynamic interplay of technology, finance, and personal history in shaping our world. Whether it's the exploration of blockchain and AI's potential to revolutionize the financial industry or the heartfelt journey through a family's legacy, each story offers a unique perspective on the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. As we navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing landscape, these insights serve as a reminder of the enduring human spirit, driving innovation, investment, and storytelling across generations. In the bustling metropolis of Hong Kong, a place known for its vibrant film industry and dynamic cultural scene, director Stanley Kwan Camping dared to push the boundaries of cinema with his exploration of sexuality and gender. As reported by the South China Morning Post, Kwan's films Hold You Tight, 1998, and Lawn You, 2001, stand as bold statements in an industry that often shied away from such themes. Hold You Tight broke new ground with its sexually explicit narrative and inclusion of full-frontal male nudity and a gay sex scene, challenging the mainstream norms of Hong Kong cinema at the time. Despite initial hesitations about casting Qingmi Yao Suxing and facing financial difficulties, Kwan's decision to proceed resulted in a film that was well received for its daring approach. Moving on to Lawn You, Kwan continued his exploration of gay romance, setting the film in 1980s Beijing. Inspired by classic American melodramas, Lawn You focuses on the intense performances of its two main actors, telling a story based on 3 stories about gay men that were published anonymously on the internet in 1998. The film's producer managed to convince Kwan to direct this piece, which further solidified his reputation as a filmmaker unafraid to tackle sensitive and controversial subjects. Meanwhile, in a different part of China, the city of Guangzhou faced a natural disaster of a different kind. CNN reported that a tornado struck the city, resulting in at least 5 deaths and injuring 33 others. This tornado, which damaged 141 factory buildings but miraculously spared residential houses from collapse, came amidst a period of heavy rains that caused deadly flooding in southern China. With more than 110,000 people being relocated due to the floods, the China Meteorological Agency warned that heavy rain and strong storms were likely to continue, highlighting the region's vulnerability to extreme weather events. Back in Hong Kong, the South China Morning Post brought attention to a different kind of chaos on the streets, reporting on a hit-and-run incident that left 6 minibus passengers injured. A 56-year-old van driver was arrested in connection with the smash, which occurred after the van driver allegedly lost control and collided with the minibus. The impact caused the minibus to hit a lamp post and flip on its side, resulting in minor injuries for the passengers. The van driver faced multiple charges, including dangerous driving and leaving the scene of an accident, disrupting traffic for over an hour. These stories, ranging from the daring exploration of sexuality in film to the unpredictable wrath of nature and the consequences of reckless driving, paint a picture of a region that is as diverse in its challenges as it is in its cultural expressions. Stanley Kwan's films serve as a reminder of the power of cinema to address taboo topics and push societal boundaries, while the events in Guangzhou and Hong Kong highlight the ongoing struggles against natural disasters and human errors. Together, these narratives from the South China Morning Post and CNN offer a glimpse into the complex tapestry of life in China and Hong Kong, where art, nature, and society intertwine in unexpected and often challenging ways. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.